There is something that's been bothering me that I need to get off my chest. I was on a stroll with an A-list celebrity friend the other day, and he was expressing his concern over the ever-expanding role of artificial intelligence in our society. He was complaining that soon all art will be computer-generated, all cars will be self-driving, and you'll never be able to tell if a video is a deep fake. And I'm sorry, but I have to say this. We've got to stop the damn robots.
At this point in the broadcast, Seth launched into an obscenity-laden rant about how artificial intelligence is going to destroy the world. Network policy prevents us from broadcasting his comments, but due to a technical issue, we were forced to air this portion of the show. In short, Seth believes that artificial intelligence is going to destroy our way of life. He seethed about deepfake technology and confessed he believes his cue card guy, Wally, has actually been a deepfake for quite some time. Wally was not a deepfake, of course. Wally was taking a vacation, and in his place left a cardboard cutout of himself holding a cue card that says, "You look sexy, bitch." Seth's vanity prevented him from pressing the issue any further. Seth then spoke about how far AI has come already, and said, "Watch this. Alexa, make me a dry martini with 2 olives." At this point, Seth's stage manager, Tom, angrily walked on stage, placed a glass of gin down on the desk, opened a jar of olives, and dumped the whole thing into the glass. "What happened to Alexa?" said Seth. "You never plugged it in or took it out of the box," said Tom. Seth then took a big gulp of his drink and said, "Nevertheless, the future is wild." Seth then all of a sudden appeared very anxious and scared, and confessed he is afraid of the singularity, the hypothetical point in the future when technological growth will outpace humans' ability to control it and technology will enslave humanity. He then shouted, "Psych!" and laughed about how he'll be on Mars with Elon while the rest of you idiots become man-cattle for the robo-lords. At this point, Seth just started doing the robot with no explanation. So did Baze, his head writer. So did Jim, his security guard. So did Eric, Donna, Meg, and Susan from wardrobe department. And so did Eli, but Eli did it so poorly that it made everyone stop and get sad. Seth then confessed that if there was one kind of robot he would be into, it would be one of those chess-playing robots, saying, "Brains and brawn, that's my kind of fella," and adding, "If it can move chess pieces, imagine what else it can move." He then looked around expectantly at his staff, hoping that somebody knew he was talking about his penis, but nobody would look him in the eye. Not Baze, his head writer, not Jim, his security guard, not Eric, Donna, Meg, or Susan from wardrobe department, not even Eli. He then looked to his cameraman, Buck, who had a big grin on his face. "Buck knows what I'm talking about," he said, relieved. But Buck didn't know what he was talking about, because Buck was dead. An autopsy would later reveal that a fungal parasite had eaten Buck's brain over a week ago, leaving his preserved corpse standing in place next to his camera. And nobody noticed because this is just what Buck always looked like. And if you must know how this situation all played out, a janitor cleaning up after the show heard a terrible sound, turned around, and witnessed Buck's entire liquefied insides fall out of his anus in one big sack of goo. So, yeah, pretty nuts. The description of Buck's death was too much for one old woman in the audience, who then got up to leave. Unfortunately, she exited the wrong way, which took, like, forever. Finally, Seth suggested that if we all had self-driving cars, he could run over a cyclist and not get in trouble for it because it was the car's fault, and you can't put a car in jail. He then asked, "What would that even look like, a car jail? I bet it would look something like this." Seth then pulled out a hyper-detailed, very elaborate illustration of what it would look like inside the walls of a car jail. There were car gangs, car prison guards, and even a car gym, where cars lifted car weights, which looked different from human weights. There were so many details, in fact, that one would have to pause the show to see them all. Seth then screamed, "And yeah, Waldo's in there too. Sue me if you care so much." NBC would like to ask viewers to disregard Seth's opinions about artificial intelligence as they do not reflect the network's position and do not make any sense. We now resume our broadcast.
And if you don't like it, you can go live in the woods. Woo! Try to do this, but if I may, there's something that's been bothering me that I need to get off my chest. I'm in the elevator earlier today, just me and this one other guy, and when he gets off at his floor, he turns to me and he says, "Have a good one." And I'm like, "Have a good what?" And he says, "Huh?" And I say, "You said have a good one, so I'm asking you, have a good one what?" But then he just stares at me until the door's closed. And I'm sorry, but I gotta say it, these casual pleasantries can all go straight to hell.
At this point in the broadcast, Seth launched into a spontaneous and profanity-filled rant about casual pleasantries and how he believes they are the worst thing in the English language. Due to the obscene nature of his comments, network policy prevents us from broadcasting them, but due to a technical issue, we were forced to air the video portion of the show. In short, Seth's position is that words are important, and casual pleasantries are like hot air balloons. Colorful, but ultimately empty, and by the time the ride's over, you're 20 miles away and have pissed in your pants. He then sternly declared that he will never have a good one, nor will he ever take her easy. And if you say chow and you're not Italian, you can chow down on my sack. Seth then took issue with the expression, "Don't be a stranger," saying, "How could I be a stranger? You know me. You would never say don't be a stranger to an actual stranger." At which point an actual stranger appeared near his desk and said, "Are you talking to me?" To which Seth replied, "No. Do I know you?" To which the stranger replied, "I don't think so. Do I know you?" To which Seth replied, "Get the hell out of my studio, you creep." At which point the man started to leave. But then Seth said, "Hey, before you go," and the man said, "Yeah." And then Seth looked the man dead in the eye and said, "Don't be a stranger." Seth then took issue with people who used the expression, "I can't even," saying, "You can't even what? Finish the sentence. Is it I can't even dab? Is it dabbing that you cannot even? Because I can dab. In fact, I can dab cool." Seth then dabbed a lot and quickly, and it was upsetting and bad. And someone hollered from the audience, "You ruined it." Then Seth said, "If you ever suggest we circle back on something, I'm gonna stick my size 12 rhombus square up your quadrilateral." To which his stage manager Tom replied, "Every rhombus is a quadrilateral." To which Seth's cameraman Gene replied, "But not all quadrilaterals are rhombuses." To which Albert Einstein replied, "Very good, gentlemen. Looks like my work here is done." Then, as he was turning to go back to wherever the hell he came from, he stopped and said, "Seth, I have something very important to tell you." To which Seth replied, "Yes, Albert Einstein?" At which point Albert Einstein looked Seth dead in the eye and said, "Don't be a stranger." To which Seth replied, "F you, Albert Einstein." Albert Einstein then playfully shimmied out of the studio because, as we all know, Albert Einstein was famously a little stinker. Then something happened that we can only legally show in a series of courtroom-style sketches. Seth stood up on his desk and shouted, "To everyone who says, 'It's a jungle out there,' no, Bish, it's a jungle in here." He then pulled on a rope hanging above his desk, which lifted a curtain, revealing a live puma in the studio, which caused the audience to panic and stampede, at which point Seth said, "Relax, she's not dangerous." At which point the puma leapt from the stage and tackled Albert Einstein, biting off his face and savaging his body, before casting aside his bloody carcass like a rag doll. Following this, the puma turned and set her sights on the courtroom sketch artist, brutally savaging him as well, which necessitated a second sketch artist to take over drawing duties, even though they were a decidedly poorer artist. And ultimately, all of this resulted in Seth putting his head in his hands and saying, "I can't even." NBC would like to ask viewers to disregard Seth's opinions about casual pleasantries, as they do not reflect the network's position and barely count as opinions to begin with. We now resume our broadcast.
And no, you can't pick my brain, but you can pick my foot out of your ass. Woo! That felt good. If I may, before we continue, there's something that I've been meaning to get off my chest for a while now. And, well, you know, I usually don't air my personal opinions on the show. And this one has actually gotten me in trouble in the past. But I'm sorry, I have to say this. Thanksgiving is too close to Christmas.
At this point in the broadcast, Seth launched into a 60-second obscenity-laden tirade about Thanksgiving and his opinions about its proximity to Christmas. Network policy prevents us from broadcasting his comments, but due to a technical issue, we were unable to edit this portion of the show. In summary, Seth believes that having two turkey-eating holidays within a month of each other is totally whack. He suggested that the fitness industry was in bed with the holiday industry, just trying to fatten people up to sell gym memberships in January. He paused to wonder who benefits most from this arrangement, saying, I bet Santa gets all the free Equinox classes he wants, which probably isn't a lot. Let's face it, dude is a chunker. Seth then turned his aggression towards Thanksgiving food, claiming you can't spell stuffing without F-U, which is accurate. However, he also claimed you can't spell oboe without booby, which is inaccurate and also irrelevant. Seth then began listing things he'd rather do than go shopping on Black Friday, a list that included fist-fighting a gorilla, sticking his junk inside a NutriBullet, and drinking an entire bottle of window cleaner. Then, sensing the audience didn't believe him, he lifted up a bottle of window cleaner, unscrewed the top, and drank nearly all of the bottle. He quickly followed this by saying, "And yes, Mr. DeMille, I am ready for my close-up." Seth then turned to the close-up camera and smiled the worst smile you ever did see. Seth then complained that having to see your family twice in 2 months was just too exhausting, claiming they're always up in my grill. At which point Seth's brother Josh came out from backstage and said, "You invited us here, butt munch." To which Seth replied, "Don't call me butt munch, douche nozzle." To which Josh replied, "Don't tell me what to do, fart knocker." To which Seth replied, "Try and stop me, chode smoker." To which Josh replied, "Make me, turd burglar." To which Seth replied, "Eat my farts, dillweed." To which Josh replied, "Ooh, dillweed." That's quite the insult coming from a dill hole. Dill hole was apparently a step too far, and Seth's feelings were so hurt that Josh felt immediate guilt. Realizing he had crossed the line, Josh began apologizing profusely. Things seemed to calm down as they went in to hug, but then Josh kneed Seth in the dick. At this point, Seth's mother said, "Larry, we have to do something about this." To which Seth's father replied, "I'm going to give my love to the winner." NBC would like viewers to disregard Seth's opinions about Thanksgiving as they do not reflect the network's position and do not make any sense. We now resume our broadcast.
And you can take the heat, then keep your turkey out of my kitchen. Woo! That felt good. Get on my chest. So I was in a grocery market yesterday doing my food stuff shopping myself, and I swung by the produce aisle for some fresh figs. Finding none, I asked the grocery clerk for assistance, but he informed me that fresh figs are a late fall fruit, and they don't carry any because they are out of season. Needless to say, I hissed and spit on the man and ran out of the establishment. And I encourage you all to do the same. And you know why? Because seasonal foods are bull.
At this point in the broadcast, Seth launched into a 60-second obscenity-laden tirade about seasonal foods, how most of them suck ass, and how, in his opinion, food should be available all year round or not at all. Network policy prevents us from broadcasting his comments, but due to a technical issue, we were forced to air this portion of the show. In short, Seth believes that food seasons are at best entirely made up and at worst a false flag psyop, or some kind of crypto-fascist dog whistle. When asked by his stage manager, Tom, what that even means, Seth replied, "It means look around the poker table, Tom. If you can't see the sucker, you're it." To which Tom replied, "I think you're one card short of a full deck." At which point Seth grimaced, knowing Tom had matched his poker metaphor and gotten the better of him. For now. Seth continued his rant about seasonal food by complaining about the Thanksgiving tradition of eating a full roast turkey, saying if it were any good, we'd eat it more than just once a year. He asked what the deal was with the snood that protrudes from a turkey's forehead, shouting, "Cancel me if you must, but a turkey's just a fat chicken with a on its face." Seth then turned his ire towards Christmas foods, declaring he doesn't have to make fun of fruitcake already knows it's a joke. This clearly embarrassed Seth's cue card guy Wally, who was holding a fruitcake that he intended to give to Seth after the show. Seth dug in and claimed that Wally's fruitcake is the worst he's ever eaten, and that he'd rather eat the sucked-up contents of a shop vac at an animal hospital. At which point, Wally grew angry and screamed, "Keep my fruitcake's name out of your effing mouth," which startled Seth and prompted Tom to jump in and shout, "Looks like all bets are off now." To which Wally replied, "Huh?" To which Tom replied, "All bets? Remember, from before? The poker thing?" To which Seth replied, "That was like 5 minutes ago." To which Tom replied by mumbling something quietly and trailing off. Seth then asked why people eat black-eyed peas on New Year's Day, adding, "Great band, terrible pea." He then climbed up on his desk and began singing My Humps while attempting to twerk, but his hip immediately seized up and he looked to be in serious pain and yelled, "Call Lauren's doctor." At this point, Seth's head writer Alex Bays was so stricken with shame by the direction the show had taken that he determined it was not worth being alive anymore, and placed a call to a local funeral home to arrange an open casket funeral for himself to be scheduled later that night. But apparently he didn't have enough money to pay for a rush job, so he resigned himself to go on living. Seth then took aim at holiday-themed candy in the most juvenile fashion, mocking their names like a 5-year-old. Candy hearts more like candy farts, and jelly beans, smelly beans. He couldn't think of an insulting rhyme for candy canes, so he said candy farts again. Then all of a sudden, Seth got very sad and very still and quietly admitted that one time when he was a boy, he saw his uncle getting out of the shower and he had candy corn where his nipples should be. And one of them fell off and a dog ate it, and his uncle looked at him and went, "Shh." Finally, Seth set his anger upon seasonal autumnal fruit. He claimed that the persimmon happened when a tomato a pumpkin and they put the baby up for adoption. Of the kumquat, he said, "Let's just say it doesn't taste like quat." Finally, of the quince, a fruit not intended to be eaten raw due to its hard, mealy flesh and off-putting astringent flavor, Seth said, "Quince is dope. I'd go goblin mode on some quince right now if I could get some." It was clear he did not know what a quince was, and to prove it, Tom offered him one that he had gotten in a box from his aunt recently. "Here, goblin away," he said as he tossed him the large lumpy quince. Not wanting to back down to Tom again, Seth looked as though he might bite it, but then he had second thoughts. "Eat up, Mr. Goblin," goaded Tom, but Seth couldn't. He knew he had been caught in a lie, prompting Tom to say, "I guess somebody called your bluff." At this point, Seth pulled a crossbow from under his desk and shot a bolt right at Tom's heart. But Tom caught the arrow because of his lightning-fast stage manager reflexes, and then looked up at Seth and said, "Looks like I was dealt a good hand." NBC would like to ask viewers to disregard Seth's opinions about seasonal foods as they do not reflect the network's position and do not make any sense. We now resume our broadcast.
Woo! That felt so good to get off my chest. Unlike my uncle's candy corn nipples. We'll be right back. Now, if I may, before we continue with the show, there is something I need to get off my chest. Last night, I'm hanging out with some friends who were just going on and on about this new Netflix show, The Crown. And I said I hadn't seen it, and then everybody started going off on me saying, "You have to watch The Crown. You have to." And I'm sorry, but I have to say this. Stop telling me what shows I have to watch.
At this point in the broadcast, Seth launched into a 60-second obscenity-laden tirade about how people need to keep their TV show recommendations to themselves. Network policy prevents us from broadcasting his comments, but due to a technical issue, we were forced to air this portion of the show. In short, Seth believes that TV show recommendations are like buttholes. Everyone has one, they all stink, and each one is just a big black hole that Seth refuses to get sucked into again. Seth continued, saying, "Unless you are the Pope, don't tell me to watch Young Pope. And if you are the Pope, let me know where you got that sweet hat, bro." Seth then let out a high-pitched squeal before unloading on the new wave of foreign shows that people are obsessed with, saying, "If you think I'm going to waste my time reading subtitles, I've got a subtitle for you." Seth looked down at the subtitle he had printed out and, realizing it was the wrong one, said, "It was supposed to say, 'Eat my farts.'" At which point Seth's Nana opened her birthday card and immediately died of a broken heart. At which point Seth said, "Don't worry, she's not really dead, and she's not really my Nana." Seth then criticized people's comparisons of TV shows, saying, "Stop pretending that any show is as good as The Wire. Also, if you haven't seen The Wire, you have to watch The Wire." Seth then let out a long sigh and explained how he was planning to watch The Man in the High Castle, but he couldn't figure out what TV channel it was on. At which point his stage manager, Tom, said that it wasn't on cable television, but rather on Amazon Prime, a streaming web service. At which point Seth said, "Streaming web service? This sounds like a job for Spider-Man." He then struck a Spider-Man pose and shot a stream of web from a gadget hidden in his sleeve, covering Tom in the sticky webbing. At which point Tom asked, "Did you know the whole time that Amazon was a streaming web service?" To which Seth replied, "My spidey senses told me." Seth then complained about the time commitment he would have to invest, saying, "In the time it would take for me to watch all the shows you're telling me to watch, I could get an MBA." At which point a basketball player who was in the audience said, "Did you say NBA?" To which Seth replied, "No, I said MBA. It's a business degree." To which the basketball player said, "I know what an MBA is, I just didn't hear you." To which Seth replied, "Well, try listening for once." To which the basketball player said, "Why don't we settle this on the court?" At which point both Seth and the basketball player got out of their chairs and made their way over to the basketball court in the middle of the studio. And then Seth got dunked on real bad. NBC would like viewers to disregard Seth's opinions about TV show recommendations, as they do not reflect the network's position and do not make any sense. We now resume our broadcast.
And if you got a problem with that, you need to Netflix and chill the F out. Woo! That felt good to get off my chest. So I was talking to my brother Josh the other day, and he was bragging about how he made money buying GameStop stock, and it was really annoying, so I told him to shut his mouth before I shut up for him, but he just keeps going on about bull markets and short positions and how you have to buy the dip. And so I hauled off and slapped him in the mouth. I did that. He hasn't spoken to me since. And I'm sorry if this is an unpopular opinion or whatever, but I've just got to say it. The stock market makes no damn sense.
At this point in the broadcast, Seth launched into a 60-second obscenity-laden tirade about the stock market and how, in his opinion, it is purposefully confusing. Network policy prevents us from broadcasting his deranged comments, but due to a technical issue, we were forced to air this portion of the show. In short, Seth believes that the stock market is probably fake and that anyone who claims to understand it is a liar, a poser, or a piss-pants weirdo. He claimed that nobody actually knows what the S&P 500 is, but that it's probably like the Indianapolis 500, except all the cars live in Manhattan and do cocaine. He followed that by saying, "The NASDAQ can suck my NASDick," and then chuckled at his own cleverness in a way that could only be described as insufferable. At this point, Seth's head writer Alex Bays threw away 9 hard-fought years of sobriety and began drinking again. Seth then ranted about bear markets and bull markets, suggesting that if you couldn't remember the difference, a good mnemonic device is, a bull market is when you're making enough money to buy a bull. A bear market is when you're losing so much money you have to sell your bear. He then further complained how bear market was a misleading term because it sounds like a place to find hot guys, adding, "So if that's what you're looking for, it's hugely disappointing." I've heard. Seth then claimed to have bought a bunch of Bitcoins off a guy on the street for a really good price before pulling out a small sack of chocolate Hanukkah coins. At this point, one of Seth's stagehands, Kenny Coyle, said, "Seth, that's not Bitcoin, that's Gelt. They're chocolate coins eaten by children on Jewish holidays." To which Seth replied, "Kenny, Jewish currency is not called Gelt, it's called Gilt." He then tossed a coin to Kenny and said, "Be careful with that. It cost me $5,000. Seth then asked what the deal was with all the red and green lines on the stock chart, and suggested it better not be a Christmas thing because he hadn't done his shopping yet. Seth then looked directly into camera and addressed me, the narrator, and said, "You there, are you saying everything I'm doing?" At which point I realized that the acid I had taken earlier was really kicking in. I could feel my heartbeat in my fingertips, and I was having trouble telling where Seth ended and the deaths began. At this point, I began to laugh softly to myself. This was a good time. I was having a good time. At this point, the trip turned a little intense. Seth's body kept freezing and shattering, and new versions of Seth kept emerging from the shattered husks. I blinked a few times, then closed my eyes and tried to ground myself in something. Anything. I was losing my grip, keel-hauling off into the ether. I was running. Running through a field. No, through a forest. Except there were race cars, and monkeys, with briefcases, and a bear, with Seth's face, who said, "Sell the bear." Okay. Oh my god. I love this song. It's the best. Love my mom. I should call my mom. I don't know how long I was out, but when I came to, Seth was lighting up a fat joint and chilling to a tasty groove. As the song ended, he put his feet up on the desk and whispered, "Buy the dip." NBC would like to ask viewers to disregard Seth's opinions about the stock market as they do not reflect the network's position and do not make any sense. We now resume our broadcast.
And if I'm covering a spread, it better be Nutella. That felt good to get off my chest.